Hiya, so I'm at home. It's 10 to 8, so I don't have to leave now, and so we've basically got to leave in 15, 20 to 25 minutes. So I'm eating breakfast at home, and I've got 40 grams of oats. I've got bananas. I've got 1.5 sins of seed mix and 2.5 sins of sultanas and almond milk. So this is 1 healthy extra B and 4 sins. Okay, we'll see in a little bit. Bye. It's going to have pasta. This has got 1/3 of a sin with those yeast flakes, and it's got 1/4 of a sin with the burger. So I don't know if I just say half a sin or sin, something like that. You've got pasta and veg. Hiya, I'm just going to have a decaffeinated coffee with almond milk. I'm going to have 2 those banana oat biscuits, 2.5 sins each. I've had 4 sins this morning with my porridge. I've had 1 sin with my lunch, and also had another sin worth because I had some sweet chilli sauce, like a little sweet chilli something over the top. So it was a very small amount I had on top, but because it's incredibly spicy, you know, kind of hot, I don't really need very much of it. So so that was 4, 5, 6 sins with that. So yes, you can. 6 plus 5 is 11 sins. So it'll be 11 sins so far, with 1 healthy extra B and 1 healthy extra A with my almond milk. Alright, I've got a thing now where my phone might run out of battery, and
you left the charger at the shop.
Did leave the charger at the shop, but one of the things is that if my phone runs out, if my phone runs out of battery, there'll be like excuses whereby I don't need to film what I'm eating.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. What are you, Betty?
So I'm going to be aware of the fact that I
It's running out of battery.
I might
it's
not.
Running out of battery. It's running out of battery.
That's right. So I might have to be aware of the fact that I might try and make the excuse that because I can't film it, then I can eat what I like and don't have to film it because I haven't got any charge left in my battery in my phone. So I'm just going to have a little sit and take a moment out and feed this poor starving child. Okay, it's in a bit. Yeah, I'm just using that last bit of battery life because I thought I was being silly, really, thinking that, oh, it's just as the battery life runs out of the phone, it'll give me a good excuse not to eat. But yeah, I am actually feeling that. I'm thinking, oh, I'll be fine, I can eat. So again, it's not what's in you. It's not what you're actually thinking. It's these little habits that go around in your head and ways in which you can kind of trick yourself. So basically, at the moment, I'm feeling a bit drained. I feel a bit of pressure. I've been doing this thing with my brother's birthday card. I do a little thing each year, and my daughter's doing it with me this time. It's gonna be really nice. She's done a lovely little job. It's really sweet. She's doing really good, but it's hard because she wants to do it now. She wants to do it in the patch when she comes back from school, and then kind of before she has tea. Whereas that batch, I need some time out. I need to chill out. I need to sit down. So I keep saying, oh, we'll do it on Sunday, but she still wants to do it. So she's been doing her own stuff with it, but the pressure of kind of not having kind of a little bit of a sit down and actual chill out is, like, you know, I can really feel how it pushes me kind of into a feeling of like pressure, and I've explained obviously, you know, the situation and everything, so she's okay with it, she understands. But I feel like I'm letting her down because I'm not sort of more calm and more capable of just doing it all the time. But I know that's not realistic, but it's the pressure of needing to be a functional person all the time. I mean, I know, you know, I'm making their tea now, so I know that that's a more useful thing right now, and we will have time at the weekend to actually properly sit down, probably do the whole thing all in one go. So it is a more sensible way round. It's just it's tricky because it's making me feel nervous and kind of uncomfortable, because I feel that I kind of I feel a little bit like a letdown because I'm not calm enough and I'm not capable enough. But I know it's that's my own brain playing tricks on me in terms of it's making me unnecessarily stressed out, and that bolster eating that I would do is a hard one to crack. The bit my brain instantly just said, "Oh, you just need to eat some bread and you know, and jam or something." And I mean, luckily, I mean, we've got the jam, the sugar-free jam, and I do have bread. I don't have any margarine in anymore, which is what I used to use, the vegan margarine. I'd have it in for cooking and such, but I would end up binging on it. Well, obviously just like from the tub, but you know, with bread and that. And but now my partner has butter, and it's really useful because I can't eat his butter because it's only him that eats it. So he well, not that he'll probably pay very much attention to it, but if he knows how, you know, it's his, so there was no reason to anybody else to touch it. So it's a really useful tool for me to know that I can't really eat that. And yeah, I know I could have bread, and I know I could have the jam, but I'd rather not, because I'm not really hungry, because I've had my hot drink and I've had my kind of oats and banana little biscuits and stuff, and they were good. They were kind of satisfying, and they were tasty and yummy, and they were a little bit filling, but not too filling, you know. So I've still got energy now and push to complete the jobs for this evening. So I know full well it was just me trying to kind of bolster eat, just try and give myself something to either numb myself or to distract myself, or I mean, I'd say it would give me the energy, but I know full well it would never give me the energy that I have nowadays. It would flatten me out. So it must be a numbing sensation, just numb me, and I presume it would numb me in this situation to kind of numb me from my feelings of inadequacy as a parent, that I should be far more, you know, especially 'cause she does some lovely stuff with her little imagination and her creativity, and you feel like as a parent you don't want to quash their enthusiasm of life just because you can't do it. And it's quite narcissistic, isn't it, sometimes, when you think, well, you know, they're doing this lovely thing and you're like, no, I can't, it's stressing me out because, you know, all the mess, or you feel like if you're too tired, you feel like you kind of don't want someone to be doing all that because it's making you tired just looking at them, or, you know, all those types of things. So it's not, and I know I look into stuff too much, and I know I kind of worry too much, and she's had a long time. It's like she's had a great, she's made some stuff, so she's having a great time. It's just the way my brain is trying to firstly, the way my brain is immediately finding ways I can bolster eat, which I've got no need to do. I don't need to. All I've got to do is make a curry, so it's not very much. The kiddies want some noodles, so it's not like that's going to take very much to do. Just still so many triggers for the habitual bolster eating. Okay then, I'm gonna now I feel like I think I've kind of expressed all the different parts of it, so I feel a little bit safer now. It's the way it just pulls you, where you just sort of, you just so close to which reminds me, I had like a piece of a biscuit, like it was maybe, I'd say, like the biscuit itself was about that big, and a lady next to me it was like a mint shortbread, and she just sort of broke off like a little piece, so it was only maybe like the size of a, should we say, a size of an egg, something like that, and then she broke off a little piece, so that was a tiny little piece, maybe the size of a cashew nut, or maybe something like that, no, probably the size of 2 cashew nuts, and I sort of politely had a little nibble, and then I gave the other half to my partner. So I've only eaten a small bit, but I probably ought to add a sin on there, just, you know, just for probably a good idea. I don't probably isn't a sin, but I think if I round it up to that, that'll help to remember. I mean, it's been a while since I've eaten a biscuit. Well, it was okay around it. I didn't feel, you know, I had a little nibble of it and then sort of, yeah, politely passed it on. Thought I'd say that so I don't forget. So I'll add a sin on, so I think I'm at 12 sins today. Okay, then I'm going to go and carry on making the food and making our dinner, and I'm going to try and find something constructive to bolster me rather than eating. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. I'm just going to have some potatoes. I've got some curry and some rice. I've got some pickled onions. I've got some, yeah, my potatoes, like jacket potatoes, in the microwave. I've got 5 olives here for a sin. I've had 5 olives just earlier as well, so that takes me to 15 sins for the day. I've had 1 healthy extra B and 1 healthy extra A. I might have some nuts for my healthy extra, for another healthy extra B, but I'll see how I feel after this. Okay, so I'm going to have 16 almonds. I've already eaten 1 of them, so there's just 15 there. And I'm going to have a decaffeinated coffee with almond milk, and that will finish my day. So it's been a bit of a struggle, just with my mental state. But I know that it's just because I'm tired and feel a little bit, you know, sort of like I want something for me. I might do a bit of a video about like how food can sometimes feel like the only thing you can have that will give you any joy sometimes. I'll have a little think about the way sometimes food is the only thing left. Sometimes it feels like there's nothing else left. But yeah, I'm going to eat this, drink that, and then I'm off to bed. Lots of love, guys. See you tomorrow.